this works. I'm back. I'm back. Or is that good? Hey, Robin, you're already here. I love it. All right, we're in. Oh, God. All right, let me see if I can swipe this over. Okay. Hi, Robin. I miss you, friend. All right, can you see in here? Let me see. Hi, guys. All right, you're in my pantry. But I want to see. I have this whole thing set up. All right, you can see. This is the space I want you to look at. Hi, Bailey Boo. All right, so I wanted to drag you into my pantry. Excuse me. I just realized I don't have water. Oh, I do have water. Hold on. My husband's water. I'm not a fan of this water, but I'm thirsty, so I'm going to drink it. Hello. So you guys, we just finished making a salad with HK. And I wanted to bring you sort of to see one piece of my pantry, to go over like labels and show you a couple of things, show you that it doesn't have to be all or nothing, kind of give you an idea of what it's like when you're eating organic, clean food and trying to live that lifestyle. Because I often tell you guys that I have a mix of ingredients, and there's like 4 or 5 ingredients that will never change. Hey, Tyler. But and also we have one more piece of the puzzle, but you're going to get an official copy, will be available shortly, of our organic premium pantry makeover, which is actually what started my actual journey into going live. Because I wanted you guys to sort of understand how to change the way that we eat in our culture. So these kind of 2 shelves of where I carry food, the rest of it's like, here, I'll show you. The rest of it's pots and pans and cooking equipment. And then over here is a lot of my recipe books. And then my husband's he's a big prepper, so we have food up there. So you kind of get the scope. I am very blessed with this big giant room. There's a story behind it, but I'm not going to tell you now. Hey, Luann, how are you? Thank you for my gifts. I like that. Miss Shababy. Miss Shababy. Okay, so I brought in a whiteboard because I wanted to write. Behind the whiteboard is sort of my apothecary, but that's for another time. Lots of vitamins, supplements, those kinds of things. But what I really wanted to share with you was this space here, and sort of the food that's like our staple food. And I know I'm always grabbing these containers and things and cooking out of them, but this is really where I live, in this space. I have, if I was to pull them out, this is Girl Scout crap. Well, sorry, it's not crap, it's Girl Scout chocolate covered pretzels, and I think they're from like 19 something. Hi, Mom.
Hi. Big thunderstorm. I'm going to try and beat it home.
Oh, all right. Did it start?
No, it's thundering.
All right, there's food if you want to pick through. There's a lot of food. Ooh, Mom, take that salad. Hold on, guys. That salad on the counter, that's it's got bacon in it, but it's got grilled peaches, goat cheese. Taste it. And let me get you a container. Oh, so fill your container, and then there's take as much as you want, and then you can dig through some of these other containers. Oh, here's have this with that tonight. It's a carrot souffle. Alright? Ooh, look, take these what? Yeah, just see it around. Look, this is black bean salad, take that, and look, artichoke salad. Whatever they do it. So we'll have a party, okay? Alright, let me get back to work. Sorry guys. My 87-year-old mom just came, and I wanted to give her the salad, so she's scooping up her salad. Thanks for the gifts. Okay, so this is like my space. When you always hear me going, I'm collecting this and I need that. I mean, if you dig through here, I have all my nuts and seeds. I have my coconut, my chia. my oats, you know, rice. It's like all in here. So this is all, you guys, I know Grandma, she's so cute. Oh, Isabel said hi, Mom. Hi, honey. All right, and then this is like sugars, rice, grains, beans, all of that. And yeah, XO, I am so blessed with this pantry. You have no idea. I love this pantry. Although there's a pro and con to having a big pantry like this because it, you know, it can get out of hand for sure. I tend to hoard anything kitchen. So there's some equipment in here I don't use very often, but I can't let it go. So there are some pros and cons to that. But thanks for the follow. Okay, so then I really want to focus here for a little bit and sort of talk about ingredients. And I'm kind of hoping, I don't know where you guys are right now around the country, if you're home, if you're understand how that could be. Oh yeah, Lisa. This sometimes I, you know, can spend 5 hours in here sort of organizing and fixing, but like, you know, I have all kinds of cool little stuff for dinner parties and table settings and serving. So, you know, but I think that's just, you know, part of being, I enjoy entertaining and I enjoy food, so it can get out of hand. So anyway, let's go over some of the ingredients in here. I didn't change anything or take anything out. I really wanted you to kind of get a bird's eye view of a person who's been living this lifestyle without the all or nothing attitude or that rah, 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 you're gonna, you know, unalive if you eat this or don't eat that. I don't have a lid. Been trying to find one. Oh, with a lid? Oh. This one doesn't come with a lid, but the little all-clads do. Look. I mean, I do like if I'm having couples for dinner, I do like little stews and I mean, just so freaking cute. I can't take it. I know. All right, so what I wanted to share with you, and let me roll back for a second. I think we put on here tonight, like we wanted to focus on one of the things that I'm offering to people is that one-on-one call. I think it can work two ways, and Tyler and I were talking about this. There's two ways we can work that one-on-one call. We could work that one-on-one call if you have health issues and you need help creating a meal plan, or you just want to touch base and really learn a little bit more one-on-one about organic food. Or we could do a one-on-one and really kind of do a deep dive in the food that you have in your pantry, right? Because the food that we have in our pantry is the food we're feeding our family. And if it's got gooby, crappy stuff in it, then, you know, that's the problem. So yeah, Tyler's like anything food and healing. So you can reach out to me. It sounds like it's a lot of money, but I don't think it is. I am a wealth of knowledge and I'm willing to give it to you, and you can spend an hour talking to me and we can write up a thing. Is it next week? When is that? It is next week. Yeah, we're going to have a good time and you're going to learn a lot. So I created this premium pantry makeover, which is like a scrappy guide in the Book of Face, but I redid it and sort of kind of got it a little bit more professional for you guys today. Oh, Tyler put that one-on-one call on for $49, which is kind of cool. And then, so what this makeover does, I'm so sorry, excuse me, is it kind of gives you a step-by-step on how to, I know, you know, XO, I could easily charge, I don't even know, a lot of money. And I said to Tyler, I would rather help a lot more people for a little bit of money than only let a certain amount of people who have, you know, a deeper pocket have the services. I don't want to do that. That's why things are $5 and $8, because I'd rather, you know, give them to everybody than give them to, you know, a select few. I don't think that's fair. My entire life, like I grew up, you know, with friends with kids on the spectrum. My daughter was very ill when she was little and had a lot of issues, and you know, to walk in the door of the best doctors to help children was $1,500. just to sit and talk to them. That wasn't treatments. That was not, and believe me, they deserve that. But I feel like I have, when we're talking about food and you're dealing with people that are desperate and they need to get nourishment, this is what I love. That's why it's a little bit of money. Some comments in the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Uh-oh. Is somebody saying something not nice? Hi, Christy Moore. Thanks for the share. All right. So in this pantry makeover, there's a whole list in here, and it's ingredients to avoid in your pantry. Lisa, yes. Best doctor in the country. We were on the board of another thing, and I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't change that price, honestly. However, only a select group of people can meet that, right? Now, the one that I went to was, she had like a, what do you call it? Sort of like a fund to help people. But still, I mean, the supplements and all the things that you have to do for kids on the spectrum, it's a very, very hard, long journey. So I don't want to do that to people. We're already a society that needs serious help with our food. I don't want to make it not available. So anyway, moving on. Enough about the money. So I created this list for you guys to sort of cross-reference when you're pulling food out of your pantry. So there's a few items that I've always told you that, we have in our home that are never going to go away. Ruffles potato chips, Heinz original ketchup, Ritz crackers. My husband loves stovetop stuffing. I mean, there's just certain foods that we're just not going to get rid of. It's just the way it's going to be. Do I eat them? No. I don't like them. They don't make me feel good. But it's my husband's choice. I respect that. So I cannot be that person that's screaming and yelling or scaring people. I don't think that does anybody any good. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like when somebody does it to me. I don't want to do it to other people. Do I think that we should all have, a diet that's, like I say to people, 90% of the time, my family is 100% organic. That leaves parties, Heinz ketchup. It leaves 10% where I can go out to dinner or go to a friend's house, and I don't really care what they're going to serve me. Some things I won't eat, but you understand what I'm saying, right? So that's the way I preach it. So for this, right, let's look at Heinz ketchup, because I know, what do we have? Like, we have Heinz, and what's the other big ketchup that everybody loves? I think Heinz is the number one, right? Or does it depend on where you are in the world? Hi, Patty. Hunt's, yeah, that's the other one. So I don't know about Hunt's because I've never had it unless I've been in a restaurant that serves it. But so for this, and I'm going to need this. The worst ingredient in this ketchup, obviously, is HFC, HFCS. And this is a big one. You certainly don't want to start your kids off on it. HFC, can you guys see that? Uh-oh, hold on, Robin. I hear Robin. I hear you, Robin. Okay, I mirrored you. All right, there we go. So let's see. Oh, well, let's get this out of the way. It's back. Now it's backwards? Primal has a great ketchup. It does. No, I'm not backwards now, right? I hear you all the time now, Robin. Okay, all right. So can you guys see that? Am I right? Can you see it? Oh, hold on. Let's get this straight. Wiggle it. Come on and wiggle it. Oh, no, it's this way. Okay. Skirt, skirt. Oop. Oop. Why does that always move? Let's go to here. Okay, there we go. So we're going to look at HFC, and that is high fructose corn syrup. I mean, if ever, HFC, and then you got to put the S. I mean, if ever there was a bad ingredient, this would be in my, top favorite to talk about. It's a processed sugar, right? Can you guys see that? Del Monte, all of those. I mean, what I want you guys to do, if you're home, I would love everybody to grab, one ingredient out of their kitchen, and let's just kind of sit here and go through it, because I think when we all start to see it and talk about what it does to us and what it does to our kids and our grandkids, it kind of helps education, right? Like, what does this do to your body, right? So they use this for sweetening beverages, baked goods, and processed foods, right? And it's linked to obesity, insulin resistance, and liver disease. And I'm pretty sure the C word. I kind of left that out a lot of the times because I don't want people to bug out. It's such a scary thought that I just like to not. Yeah, so Kim, the better option, right, is we talked about the Primal brand, which is really great. Go grab those ingredients. Go grab your soy sauce and let's talk about it. But what's really difficult about this is not only does it have high fructose corn syrup, it also has corn syrup, and salt, spice, onion powder, natural flavorings. Now, a lot of people don't really discuss the words natural flavoring, but hold that thought for a second. I want to write that one down as well, because a lot of people mistake the word natural for something good. And natural has become one of those words that is like a veil over something a little sus, as the kids today say, right? So if we go back and we look for natural flavorings, and I think I have that in my list. Sometimes the natural flavor could be, it's tricky, yeah. Could have gluten in it, believe it or not. And it comes up and it means a lot of different things. Me too, Baker's daughter, how are you? I want to say something about passion for a minute, because I'm passionate too, very. And when I was younger and first started to sort of wake up to all of this back in the early 80s, nobody was talking this way. There was a few fringe people talking about chemtrails, and they called them frankenfoods at the time. It's nice to see you. It's so nice to see you. But pretty high with corn syrup. There you go, Robin. I'm going to teach you a new steak sauce. I'm going to give you a recipe that you're going to be like, oh my God, it's the best steak sauce ever. What's the site for good ketchup? Well, you could do Primal Kitchen. Heinz No Sugar has natural flavors and stevia. Yeah, I think their organic brand is okay. I think we're going to look at, I have a little Hellmann's mayonnaise jar with the labels. So we're going to look at that. Okay, so Jen A, you have soy sauce, water, sodium wheat, salt, lactic acid, and sodium benzenate. There's the big one. Sodium benzo, the benzos, benzenate, N-A-T-E, right? Benzenate. Okay, that's on our list. So if we look that up, we have a sodium bromate, sodium phosphate, all of those sort of evil salts. They never talk about not eating those when you have high blood pressure. It's an additive. It comes under the category of additive and preservative. It preserves foods and prevents mold and yeast growth. Now think about that for a second. If you have a product, a fresh bread that you get from the bakery or something, or the breads from a health food store that don't have preservatives in them, and within 4 days or 3 days they get moldy, right? Do we really want to prevent food from getting moldy if it's supposed to go bad in a certain amount of time. I often think that way, right? So here's what happens when you eat this. So can form benzene, which is a known carcinogen when combined with vitamin C. So say you love to eat vitamin C, say you, take vitamin C as a multivitamin, you think you're doing a really good thing, but you're eating something every day that has sodium benzoate in it. It's like that's a hidden danger. Now, I just put I only put a few different notes here. I didn't go really deep because sometimes I think really deep gets kind of scary. And I try not to do that. I just want it to kind of get into your head and you go, oh, let me find one that doesn't have all of this extra stuff. So one of the things that you can do instead of and better than using a Kikkoman soy sauce or any of the brands that you have that you're showing me is I would like to offer you the choice to buy something called Tamari. Now, there's a brand called Miso Tamari, which is fabulous. It's silky. It's not salty. Was deep in thought with great info. Tyler, yes, sir. You guys are so great. I know everybody's listening and nobody, and we're not getting any tapping, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I want you guys to learn this. Where do you buy Tamari? So you can buy that. You can, like, some of the more upscale grocery stores you might have it. And let me see if I have it in here. I don't think I have my Tamari in here. I might have to go up into my kitchen for a minute. Hold on. Which is literally around the corner. Yeah, I don't have my Tamari. Let me see if I have a bottle. But you can go to the local health food store. I also have it on my kitchen essentials page. So if a coconut amino, yes, let me go grab those bottles for you. Hold on one second. Hold, please. But if you check, in the meantime, if you go to the kitchen essentials, which you can find it in two places. You can find, well, now I have it in one place. You're going to have to jump a few links, but you can go to the link on my bio here, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and you click on my kitchen essentials page, and that will take you to a page with all the stuff that I talk about. And the miso tamari, the coconut aminos, if you scroll all the way down, there's some hard to find ingredients. But let me see if I have them here to show you. Sorry, that took me a lot longer than I expected. So sorry about that. So here is the cocoa aminos. This is a fabulous, fabulous product. Now, it does have a little bit of sugar in it, I believe. Organic coconut blossom nectar, water, and a Balinese sea salt. But it's wonderful. Coconut aminos is a fabulous product. It gives you the soy sauce without the gluten, without the heavy soy, no soy in there, which is wonderful. Love the sticker. Thanks, Renee. And then the other one I just wanted to show you, this Sanjay brand has a good gluten-free line. And like, this is a teriyaki. My daughter gets this for herself because she doesn't want to sit and mess with it. But it does have a lot of ingredients. Let's go through it. Tamari soy sauce, water soybeans, organic sugar, organic honey, sake, apple cider vinegar, garlic puree, ginger, plum juice concentrated, inactive yeast, canola oil, xanthan gum, and spice. So for me, I'm not into the xanthan gum. I do use it, but I try and get like a really, I try and find the xanthan gum that says, not genetically modified, which is a little hard to get. I think Bob's Red Mills is one like that. But this miso tamari, I believe, is on my kitchen essentials page. And for me, if I'm going to use soy sauce, it's the only type of soy sauce I use, because tamari is naturally wheat free. And so I don't have to ever worry about gluten. So anything that we do that's Asian inspired with soy sauce in my kitchen is always gluten free. So we don't have to worry about that. At Izzy's suggestion, the miso tamari or the gluten-free teriyaki? Well, sunflower, some people don't like the sweetness of the cocoa aminos. So that's why I would go to the miso tamari. But either one are good. If you can't have soy, but you love Asian-inspired food, then coconut aminos is the way to go. All right? All right, so now let's move on. Let's look at our beloved Hellmann's mayo. Wow. All right, are you ready? Is everybody sitting down? Got some oxygen? All right, let's see. So the very first ingredient in here is soybean oil. Okay? So when we talk about seed oils, and I think I might have even left that out for this. I think I want to do my own thing with this. Let's see, we have on here partially hydrogenated oils, palm oil, canola. Let's see, sodium phosphate, guar gum. We'll talk about xanthan gum, artificial BHT, MSG, high fructose, corn syrup, dextrose, and maltodextrin. I don't have soybean on here, but it's really, we could look at all of them, right? All seed oils, sunflower, safflower, rapeseed, grapeseed, soybean, all are high in those omega-6 linoleic acid, and which causes inflammation and oxidative stress. And when you start talking about oxidative stress, you're talking about at the cellular level, right? Oxidative stress happens on a cellular level. When you're getting down to your cells and you start messing with them and causing inflammation, that's when you start to feel not good. That's when inflammation really starts to dig in and you're not feeling good. So the idea is you see me, every recipe you get. Thank you so much for my heart. That heart flex, Jen. Thank you. That's when you start to say, okay, what oils do you recommend? So exactly, Peggy. This is the very, very first time I think I've actually focused on what not to eat. But I wanted to go through the pantry. So if you guys are home and you want to grab a product, like your favorite go-to product that you eat daily or weekly, go run and grab it and let's dig through the ingredients and see where we're at. So the oils that I talk about are these. I talk about 4. I talk about coconut oil, organic, raw. It to me is the best, but anything organic oil, and it looks like this. I mean, it looks like it's just thick. Now, you can also get this oil in liquid form. A lot of grocery stores serve it, and I would say to you, that's okay. You could bake with that. It doesn't have as much coconutty flavor. Avocado oil is wonderful. I like single sourced olive oil, which is fabulous. It can be very expensive. The bottle that I use in my kitchen retails for close to $40. It's a liter, but that's what I cook with for my clients in our deli. It's actually the only oil that I use. And then my crew, we blend for our salads because you can't put it in a cold salad and then stick it in a deli case because it gets like cheesy. It gets it hardens because we use avocado and olive oil, unrefined, certified organic. So that stuff just solidifies in the cool in the refrigeration. So and then so it's avocado, olive, coconut, and then the other fats I cook with are bacon fat, tallow, and I will use chicken fat in chicken soups and in my chopped liver. And then if I'm going to use any seed oil, which seems to never get a bad rap, I use toasted sesame seed oil for some of my Asian salads, and I don't cook it. So, and I use it very sparingly, but it never seems to get on the bad rap list. So I kind of ignore it a little bit. But other than that, it's that. All right. So, okay. So we just got through one ingredient here. So that was soybean. Then we have whole eggs, distilled vinegar, egg yolk salts, and lemon juice concentrate, calcium, disodium, EDTA, and natural flavors. So the EDTA is where I start to say, "Wah, wah, wah," the lights go off, the sirens go off. So let's look for that one. That is, I've seen that in a couple of our kids' cereals as well. And one of the things that you should not be using, I believe it is on the carcinogen list, and I don't have it in the top group because it doesn't show up as in as many places. I should put that in here. Let me put that in here. I want to add that. When you start hearing those like, sounds like it's in a lab. I'm out, I'm totally out. Hey, Elia, how are you? Dizzy Broad, adrenaline junkie. I love all my peeps who are here tonight. Okay, so now we have our two beloved products. We're feeling sad. Now Hellmann's came out with an organic or simply mayo, I think. There's also an organic version. Not as yummy as our beloved, Hellmann's, but better than what we're eating. So the mayonnaise that I have fallen in love with, that I love to use and I'm trying to mimic and create so that I have it for food service size, is the Chosen Foods Classic Mayo. It's fabulous. And I'm doing great. And, it's got wonderful ingredients, all good fats, 100% pure avocado oil. It's gluten-free. Let's see. Our clean and simple take on this classic spread is made with 100% and oil and is 1,000% delicious. How cute is that? Okay. So avocado oil, filtered water, egg yolks, whole eggs, distilled white vinegar, mustard seed, rosemary extract. Now, a lot of things that you find when you're not using any kind of, it's great. Chosen Mayo. Qdora for sure. Welcome into Chef's Pantry. I'm in my pantry. Here's my food that we're picking through. We're kind of looking. And I wanted to show you guys tonight sort of where I'm at in my pantry and the foods that I have, where if you're just joining me tonight, it's like I tell people all the time, my family 90% of the time is 100% organic. And when you follow that rule, it leaves space to enjoy your life. You don't have to run around and be hysterical and be... TJ has a light lemon taste. I know. Iris, me too. I wouldn't use anything but organic, but Hellmann's. But, I grew up on that. That and bumblebee tuna. Do you remember? And then I started, I became an organic Whole Foods chef, and I got my hands on Wild Planet tuna. And, I mean, there's nothing better. And, oh, Kimmy, hold on. I'll tell you. I'll explain again. And then I was like, what do I ate bumblebee like after years and years of eating Wild Planet tuna. I don't remember where I was, but we opened up a can of bumblebee and I literally couldn't eat it. So Kimmy, what I've been saying all this time is 90% of the time I'm 100% organic. Most of my life from, it is organic. That's what I do here. I been cooking with organic ingredients since 1983 when I could buy my own food. So taking you in my pantry today to show you that, I'm not that person who screams and yells all or nothing. You either have to eat organic or you're going to unalive or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I talk about how can we eat a healthy, clean lifestyle and feel better and still live our life, still go to a party and eat whatever food people have on their, in their table and not judge people. So I'm sort of going over some of the ingredients that have never changed in my kitchen at home simply because my husband loves them and I'm not going to force him to eat something he doesn't love. So, tomato products I'm all about. Well, this is Take Root. I've never heard of this. We must have just grabbed this, but let's see. This is organic Roma, pureed, crushed Roma, citric acid, and calcium chloride. So yeah, this is not my normal tomato. I wonder where we got this from. I'm a big fan of the Muir Glen. This is mine. This is my deal. So I would say, yeah, I'm probably pretty close to 99% because I don't really go out to eat much. I don't like organic. I don't like food outside. Yeah, see now, this one, interesting to me that I don't know where we got this can either. It's so weird. It is certified organic, but see, this is the new labeling, calcium chloride. I wonder if that falls on our list. Let's see. I don't think I have this on my list. I'd be curious to see. I don't know. I don't like those additives for preserving food at all. Not my thing, Welcome in. So what I was saying before, for people that haven't been here before, if you need help or you have any questions about organic food or you have any type of issue with food and a doctor gave you a diet or, and said, eat this, don't eat that, and you don't know what to do, come and book a call with me and, I will help you. We can work out a menu. We can sort of figure it out. I do a lot of this. I love doing it. If you go to the Stand store and you click the link on my bio, there's something for everyone there from free to $69. There's all kinds of recipes. There's free little ebooks to help you. There's I'm starting to load up all kinds of diets and things that will really help you sort of make that transition to eating more organic food. Like I always say, like take an ingredient that you've been using forever that's, your top 12, make a list. And every time you run out, go and replace it with something organic. Renee, thanks for my popular. That's what we're looking to do. So today, while you're here, we love to get 100,000 boops. If you're a gifter, don't forget to do the heart me and then gift away if you like. Share. Keep the chat rolling. All of those things help us get out there. I don't think ice cream's a no. There's some wonderful ice creams, like Alden's ice cream does a really good job. They're certified organic. There's a lot of dairy-free ice creams out there that are somewhat clean and available. I don't think anything's a no, gal. There's a way around everything. I think, we're here a short time. We want to live the healthiest way possible. So there's a way to eat what you love without having to feel judged or, you're not with the cool kids. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. What do you mean, Lisa? Lots of yogurt and now trend is 000 Okios. What is that? See, when that stuff starts going like 000, what is that, like no fat? Your body needs fat, so I don't know. I'm transitioning and making organic cookies. What type of sugar and butter do you recommend? So, Elena, unsweetened butter. I would pick a brand like, Organic Valley makes fabulous butter. They're pretty affordable. I think, but I am not 100% positive that like the Wesley organic butter might be made by them. That comes from like BJ's Costco probably has a good organic brand that you could probably use. Hey, Deanna, thanks for the sharing of the live. I appreciate that so much. So, and then sugar, it depends. Like, I would pick organic sugar. Now, for me, the sugars that I have, I use organic sugar. You can see all my buckets here, right? I have organic sugar, I have maple sugar, I have coconut sugar. And I use them in different things for different reasons. What kind of cookie are you making? Yeah, organic coconut raw sugar's fabulous. Sometimes I think you need a little bit extra to make things sweet, but if you are used to it, it's sort of like cooking with no salt. You do a little bit. Yep, organic brown sugar, perfect. A snickerdoodle. So you know maple sugar would work great in a snickerdoodle cookie. Yeah, grass-fed butter. Right, exactly. See, better than hotel bar, right? We don't know where that's coming from. We don't know how much antibiotic use is in that milk. It's not promoted. Nobody knows. We don't know where the farms are coming from. We don't know what kind of cow. 80% organic. Renee, I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, I could probably pull out all the ingredients that are not organic or super clean in this kitchen. I don't think I'd hit 10. I might. I don't think I would, though. All right, so let's keep going. So Muir Glen for me is the best. Bio Nature, which is an imported Italian brand of tomato product, is fabulous. I love it. Let's see, what else do I have in here? What else can I show you? Oh, okay, here. This is my husband. He loves... Good evening, JC. He loves Bush's baked beans. I actually have never read this label. I tend to not read the labels of food that he loves because I don't want to freak out. But here we go. Navy beans, water, sugar, white mustard, natural flavor, 2% or less of maple syrup, cured bacon, which means there's nitrates in it. Modified cornstarch, which is definitely genetically modified. Onion powder, caramel color. This, for me, I think we married the same guy. I'm pretty sure. So caramel color, bacon fat, autolyzed yeast extract, just so you know, that is another way of saying MSG. And natural flavors. So this is, for me, what I say to my family, and I'm not going to put the name up here because I don't want to get in trouble, but this for me is a can of poison. And this is where I have to keep my mouth shut. And I just say no thank you. But now that I read this, I'm going to make my own. So I need to teach you guys now how to make your own baked beans that are even better and more delicious. You know? There you go, gal. So, yeah, he loves these. Now, I have him eating good hot dogs, you know? So we eat... Well, I don't eat them anymore because I can't put them on a roll, but we eat the beef and pork Niman Ranch hot dogs. There's no chemicals. There's no additives. It's actual beef, actual pork, you know. But this bean, for me, is a can of poison. So let's learn. When are we going to do this? Do we do this next week? How about next next Monday night? Not for a long while. I know, bunch of badness. Exactly. You want to learn how to make baked beans? I can teach you vegetarian ones, and I'll teach you the ones with the bacon. Are you up for it? Oh, it's hamburger sausage. Yeah. Mine. Oh, here's the next one. Do I have any? Oh, I do. Let me just cover the can label. I don't want to get in trouble. I mean, this is it. Yes. All right. Let's do it. We'll do a vegetarian. I'll show you a vegetarian version. You extended. Oh, Deanne, I'm so happy. Thank you. It is, you know, so to me, nobody really realized those are all bad. Well, dude, Mom, yes. I don't like that word bad. I don't like that. It's like saying no to somebody. I just think, and I just feel like when you, if this is a staple in your home, the way it is for my husband, and to me, a staple food is something that you eat at least once a week, right? That's what I would consider. Is it? Do we even know, Elena? I don't know. I don't know. Thanks for the follow, G's. Guys, if you're coming here for the first time, click on the link in my bio. It takes you to the Stan store, and there's something there for everyone. You can download free ebooks, or you can pay to join our community there, and you get access to all the recipes that I've had in there since September when I first came on. And it's just really great. It supports me. It helps me buy the food that I cook with for you guys, whatever. I'm shilling here a little bit, but it's great. But I mean, there's a lot of value in that store. You can join a live cooking class where you'll cook along, and the recipes are done. Thanks my friend. I just didn't have a chance to click the button, but they're going out tonight. I didn't get there yet. We're going to finish with the baked beans first. So let's see. If I didn't put caramel color on here, I'm going to be very mad at myself, because for me, that's in a lot of sodas, and it is a danger. What is that? Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. The list is so long. I don't like doing this. Okay. So let's talk about artificial colors then, and artificial flavors, right? Sweeten foods and beverages with fewer calories, the artificial flavors, and the artificial colors add color to processed foods like candies and drinks. They are linked to hyperactivity in children, allergic reactions, they're carcinogens, and then I didn't really make this as severe as it should be. I kind of quieted this down a lot. But I believe that color, the caramel color, this is my opinion. I could probably dig up the science to back it. But this class, is it good? Is it good? The big A word. What's the big A word? I don't know what the big A word is. I was thinking the big C word. The big C word. Caramel color is, for me, dangerous. I don't like it. I really try. Oh, yes. Oh, gotcha, dude, mom. Yes. We have to do a private class for that. That's going to go offline and forget. That's interesting. Oh, Alzheimer's, you think? Cognitive decline? Could be over time, sure. I think it's a contributing factor. So, yeah, so all of those things, right? And I think, there's so many alternatives now for us that are better than, not necessarily the best thing. Like, to me, water's probably the best thing that we could do, but I think that caramel color for me is, I don't know why, it just makes me very stressed out. It's a trigger for me. That's a trigger. So, all right, so now you're kind of getting the picture, right? Let's look at our green beans. Let's see, this says green beans, water, and sea salt. Awesome. Nothing in here. Now, here's what I like about this, right? It's not certified organic. They're processed. There's probably not a lot of nutrition in here at this point. Potassium, there's 96 milligrams. Let's see, there's, no real fiber left. They're really empty no more bush beans. Yes, but Veg Nurse, I'm going to teach you how to make them, and it's not hard. You just have to be home on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday morning and not rush around and just stick them in a nice big pot and walk away for a few hours. I'm going to show you. It's not as hard as you think. But what I like about this is it says no preservatives, which is interesting to me. I kind of like that. And also here with this can, it says non-BPA packaging produced without the intentional. Yep, in an Instapot or a crock pot. Either one will work. Actually, I'll do them in a crock pot with you guys. That's funny. Packaging produced without the intentional addition of BPA. What does that mean? Right, Trish? Right? It's called label reading. What? WTF? So, okay, yay, non-GMO. Okay, there's no intentional. Now, look, it's much easier to get some fresh green beans. They take them in a bag, almost overselling, right? It's like natural. Right? Thank you for my heart, me. Sunshine, number 5. Welcome, 105th. I love that. So, it's okay. It's better than this, for sure, right? Non-GMO, right? Woo, woo. But there's still, even though these are non-GMO, it doesn't mean they're pesticide free, right? So everybody gets excited about non-GMO, which is really important because that's ripping up our guts and certainly the big A word in children, right? But, doesn't help them at all. But at the end of the day, if this is what you have to eat, a lot of people, this is what they can afford and this is what they can handle. And I'm not going to just rip it and then, not have an alternative, I guess. Just like added natural vitamins. Just like it, Peggy. You're funny. That's funny. I like that. Okay, so now here, this is Cadia. It's Cadia. I don't know if you guys have seen this brand out there in the market. This is a big distribution company for natural food. And this is their private label. Yes, well, that's big agra, big food production, lobbyists, lobbying our regulatory committees, right? Yeah, Peggy, that would be the best way. When they're adding stuff, that means they've stripped it of everything, right? So they strip it and then they add back, a synthetic version. So fresh is best. And you eat as much fresh as you can. That's what we want to do. So let's see. What does this say? It says can lining produced without the intentional addition of BPA. USDA certified organic. What? Okay. Hold on a second. For people that are just getting here for the first time and don't know me, I have been watching the organic food industry my entire adult life. I read a bunch of books by Gagnon. If anybody's ever heard of him, he's like the guru, crazy man of, this movement. And yeah, right, Matthew? And I will tell you, so I went to the first natural food product show that ever happened in this country, and it was in 1994. So you're familiar with Amy's Frozen Foods? Well, Amy is the daughter of a woman named Rachel who started that company, and her baby was in her stroller at that show. And oh yes, is he still on, Gary? No, BAI 1980. Yeah, it was before then. So I have spent my adult life in this industry, and I can track pretty much every packaged good that's been made on this side from the beginning. It's a great product. They do a great job. I mean, she has sold the company several years ago, but yes, great. It's a great company. So, what I wanted to share with you is back in 1994, there was a magazine that came out, and I have every issue that came out. It was a trade magazine for the organic industry. And it was, for anybody that was interested, it was like a tiny little magazine. It had no advertising, but it was really just hardcore Somebody's gifting. Is somebody out there gifting subscriptions? Who's doing that? Big thank you. And I have every copy. They're at my shop. I should bring them home, and I should Renee. I love you, Renee. Thank you. So anyway, I should make copies of them and post some of the stuff. It wasn't you. Who is that? Hi, Dawn. Who's giving love out like that? We need to say we love you and thank you. Thank you, Kimye. So anyway, I was invited to so collectively the industry was getting a really bad rap because, you know, the powers that be were going, oh, there's no such thing as organic, and they're lying because there were only third-party certifications at the time. Organic Trade Association, NOFA, all of these great organizations. And there was always like, it was you, of course. I love you. Thank you, Renee. So any of the people that just got gifted, just shout out. What do they do now, Tyler? Where do they go? To Stan? So what you want to do is like jump in and join the, it's like $5 a month to join all the community inside Stan. And then you get access to all of my recipes, all of the kitchen pharmacy stuff, everything. And then there's ebooks and phone calls and meal plans, and there's something for everyone. It's great. And it really helps us keep going. So, all right. So I'm invited. It was at the Culinary Institute of America here up in Hyde Park. And at the time I was living a couple of hours away. So I drove up there with a friend of mine, and we were sitting, Ultimate Lifetime Diet Book. He's 81. I feel like he's older than that now. I feel like he was 80 back in the 90s. I don't know why. I have to find all his books. I think I've lent them to people and I've never gotten them back. Anyway, so we went to this event, and what they did is they gathered chefs, farmers, food producers, the Union of Concerned Scientists were there, and they put us in a room. There was probably 100 attendees. And the FDA showed up. They were the panel speakers, and they were going to tell us how they were going to, because the organic food industry went to the FDA and said, we need a certification stamp by the government so that people believe us. We need a certification stamp by the government so that people believe us when we say, sort of just have an open discussion. And I remember the phrase that kept getting kicked around. I remember two moments of that. Well, more than that, but two moments stood out in my brain at the time. One of them was a farmer got up and said, how can we trust you when a very big fast food burger company's French fries are on the registered pesticide list? How can we trust you to certify our food when you tell us that is safe and effective? Good morning. Good evening, Pam. And the people went crazy. I mean, and you know, the FDA, they send spokespeople. They don't send scientists. They send marketing people. And because they kept saying the phrase, it's safe and effective and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, wait a minute. We don't want any additives. We don't want any extra stuff. We want to be able to do, you know, I know, Donna, I'm sorry. It took me 10 minutes. 12 minutes, I think. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And then the Union of Concerned Scientists, I actually got to sit at that table with them. Fabulous women. They were all women scientists. And they had this discussion about organic food and the introduction of genetically modified things. Now, this is going back in the 90s. It hadn't really sort of hit the mainstream thought or the radar of people like it has today. And they were really concerned. And they brought that up, and they just kept saying safe and effective, safe and effective. So the reason why I'm bringing all of this up now is because I believe if we had stayed true and stayed with our own certifications, I really believe that this would never be allowed. What does that say? What did I say? A can lining products without the intentional addition of BPA. I don't think that ever would have happened. And now here we are. So some of that stuff kind of drives me bonkers. Anyway, big explanation for something little. Well, it's not really that little. But I think you guys are riveted, or you're busy doing other things because nobody's talking or asking questions. But jump in. I'm waiting to hear products that you guys have in your kitchen so we can dig through them. All right. So, I mean, a lot of these are all canned beans. I mean, for me, I'm all about the Eden beans. Folding laundry and listening. I love that, Tiffany. Absolutely. People don't know better. Well, who's teaching us? Nobody. You're engaged? Oh my God, that's so great. You're grocery shopping, so you're reading labels. What kind of store are you in? Are you in a regular grocery store, a health food store, a big box store? Where are you? I love to know. Eden beans are the best. What I love about Eden beans is they don't add salt to their beans. They add seaweed. I'm learning. I love it, W. May. Trader Joe's. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't really shop at Trader Joe's too much. I think it's a great store for people that want to eat at home and they have a lot of stuff ready to prepare, right? So that helps. So look, see, now these guys, again, I can't remember his name now, but, oh yeah, Eden Soy Milk. His name was, I believe his first name was Michael. I think I still have his business card. He was amazing to talk to in 1994. He was doing this. All of these companies that have been around forever, there's not many of them left, but they're amazing. Kale, that's delicious. Ingredients are fairly simple. I love that. Sprouts and Whole Foods for me, moving forward. Yeah. I was in Sprouts down in Florida because you guys talk about that a lot. Hold on, I got to open up the door. I'm in a box and it's very hot in here. And I'm like, I was a little bit bummed because in their bulk section, they had like food dye, red 40 and stuff. So still read labels. You got to still read labels. But yes, better than, right? All right. So let's see, what else can we pick up? I was looking at these Back to Nature. Remember we were talking about, like, when we talk about wheat thins and stuff? Yes, you taught me that. I was a little bummed when I read these ingredients to you guys the other day because these didn't start out with so many crazy ingredients. While they're not organic, they're better than what we know about. I'm afraid of that store, Lachelle. I'm sorry, I don't know. And I really wonder sometimes, I'm not really a fan of these ingredients, but they're better than a regular box of these, and they're still good, so I bring them home for my family, but I'm like, It's enriched flour. There's safflower oil, cane sugar, wheat germ, cornstarch. The cornstarch is definitely genetically modified. I don't care what you tell me. If it's not certified organic at this point, then it's the way. Whole Foods has a supply chain issue. Last week when I went shopping, shelves were scarce. Shelves have been scarce for a very long time in a lot of those stores. And I'm not sure, I don't want to get into the politics. It's too much. I'm afraid I'm going to get throttled out of here. Brown rice syrup, malted barley. I mean, but here's the thing that drives me mad, right? These ingredients aren't terrible. I would feed this to my children because it's better than, am I going to make a little wheat thin cracker for them? No, I'm not. I'm too busy. So I would probably grab this. Yeah, Farmer's Market. I know, right? Is tapioca starch modified? Some is, some isn't. But this is what gets me not mad, but like, So when they do this, they go, non-GMO, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors or synthetic colors, no hydrogen oils, and it's plant-based. I love that. So when somebody reads that, they go, this is great, I love it. But they don't realize when you turn it over, it's still enriched wheat flour. That's going to cause inflammation. I don't care, you know? Triscuits a while ago because of the ingredients. Yeah, but Elaine, if you go and find the Back to Nature, even though I'm kind of beating them up a little bit, it's still better than. But I want you to see. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. I didn't know that. Well, our big distributor, I don't know if you guys have ever seen trucks like United Natural Foods, which has been been around for a million years. They got hacked 2 weeks ago, and there's a lot of groceries not coming to the shelves. Natural foods. So I'm just saying, just be wise, right? Don't eat these every day. Renee, yes. I mean, remember, I've been in this business a long time, and it drives me bananas because I'm like, wait a minute. I don't ever remember that being in there, Hey, Charlie, nice to see you. All right, so what else can I show you? What time? Let me just see what time it is. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, I got like 10 minutes. So here's what I just wanted to show you. I guess I'm showing you twofold. I guess I'm kind of showing you awareness is like equal sort of responsibility, right? Like, I know we can't make everything we eat because we're all busy and we have families and kids and jobs and, life is not the same. You can't, right, dude, mom. So I think when we are working and, to read labels and to understand what we're eating is so much better than us not paying attention at all, right? We can't keep our head in the sand anymore. Somebody just said they have fibromyalgia, or somebody, I have fibromyalgia, so I have to watch my inflammation. Deanne, exactly. Somewhere, I don't know, Tyler will tell you, there's a whole thing about inflammation. Did you sign up for the recipes? Are you in the recipe vault? We call it now the vault. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up hearing that. Once you're aware, you're responsible, right? Like, if you're aware you're being a jerk, well, then you're responsible to change how you are. I mean, some people don't wake up every day and go, I'm going to be a jerk today. But if you figure out that you are, well, then change it or be responsible, So that's what I think. The Recipe Vault is click on our link. It's $5 a month. It really helps me. What's the worst item? Eesh. Well, I mean, if you go through this list, I have here, and the pantry, we're going to post it shortly. We're just waiting for one more change. There are 3 pages of ingredients that I would say become familiar with their names, right? Artificial colors, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, BHA and BHT, MSG, sodium benzenate, potassium sorbate. I mean, these are all like allergic reactions, hyperactivity, headaches, known carcinogens, nausea, affects the liver and kidneys, BHA and BHT all day long. Oh yeah, that's Deanne. So here's what I want to tell you guys. I was thinking, how can I, and I can't believe I'm talking about money again, but I have to. I got to put this on paper and email you guys. I was going to raise the price as a subscriber on the platform. And then Tyler came like this angel out of nowhere, rose up out of my TikTok followers, out of 16,000 people, 15,000 people, and said, hey, I'm going to help you. And he was like, you got to charge a little more because you just have so much value, but here, try this. And I was like, this is so easy. And in like 3 hours, we were able to load up all this stuff and then offer so much more to you guys. And it just made it much better. Hey, by the campground, thank you for my heart puffs. So that's all I'm doing, So yeah, support the community, be involved, get a book. I'm signing it. I just signed somebody's book. It went in the mail today. Somebody just bought it and they got a little surprise gift in there. I'm not telling anybody what it is. So cute. Hi, friend. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Campgrounds. So anyway, so this is what we're doing, right? So when you think about these things, I want to talk about the maltodextrin, dextrose, corn syrup. These are all processed sugars, right? They create a high glycemic index, empty calories. You eat stuff with corn syrup, you're hungry 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later, or you're never satisfied. We mentioned citric acid, yeah? And oh yeah, we have one-on-one calls, which are fabulous. And you can talk to me about anything. And if you can't afford the one-on-one call, there is a payment plan, or there's for $5. Nobody's done this yet, but I kind of excited when you guys do. You can ask me any food related question for $5, and I'm going to send you a personal video answer. That sounds so fun, doesn't it? It's like, ask me anything. Ask me any question about food. No weird. Don't be crazy weird. But I thought that would be fun, right? All right. So then, spikes your blood sugar, all those dextrose and all those things, I saw that. Isn't that a fun idea? That was Tyler's idea. So, I think what I'm just want you guys to do is become aware. What are you eating? Because, I do this to my daughter. I do this to my daughter all the time. Like I did before. I'm like, they're in Disney right now, her and my niece. And, I love that, Tyler. Keep me in your kitchen. And, every day she's drinking one of those colored drinks. And I'm like, what poison are you drinking right now? You're paying $8 for a cup of poison, liquid poison. Stop doing that, But she's 18. They're invincible. What am I going to do? But she knows. She knows. It's already live on YouTube, Tyler. So Tyler's gotten every June class that we've had that's public is posted, and you can go see it on YouTube. Become a subscriber there. In order for us to get, blow up over there, we need 4,000 watched hours in 365 consecutive days. And 1,000 subscribers, which is free. I'm too old-fashioned. I know, Peggy, but we have to teach them. They have to know. Because when they're sitting there with massive anxiety, crazy headaches at 20-something years old, all of those crazy things, it's like, it's the food you're eating. And my daughter's like, it's the food I'm eating. But when she's with her friends, she's like, Mom, I'm you. You know what, Peggy? It's like, I think they have to figure it out on their own. And I think that's why I like being out here, kind of influencing people. That's me, 20 headaches and anxiety. Jacqueline, are you home right now? Are you home right now? Can you do me a favor? Yeah, because all the other kids are going to McDonald's. My kid never went to McDonald's. All right, I want you to go in your pantry and grab 3 foods. Don't even think about it. Just grab 3. Don't impress me. Nothing. Just find 3 of your favorite foods in that cabinet. And let's just look at the list. You don't even have to tell me what it is. Just read me the ingredients and let's go through them. And I bet you we're going to find out where your headaches are coming from. Yeah. I mean, little kids don't get it, but yes, that's how I did it. That's how I did it. In fact, when she was, I already know it's bad. No, don't worry. Let's do it. It's a kind of fun. You don't have to worry, but that's the headache. I'm not trying to call you out or anything. I just feel like, or book a one-on-one call with me and let's go through your pantry together. And then I can help you with alternatives, and that's how you get there, right? This is almost up and ready to go. You can download this. Listen, I need to eat cleaner, and I'm probably in the top 5 clean eaters here. I'm just simply here to help, not to judge or not to ever feel like, anybody's better or anything. I just want you guys to know what you're eating, because when you know and you understand and you connect those dots, it's much easier to make the change. It's much easier to know that if you are drinking the big diet soda that everybody loves, that has caramel color and all kinds of shit in it, and you have lupus, MS, fibromyalgia, or any of those big diseases, and you realize that when you drink that drink, it turns into ethanol alcohol in your body and creates such an inflammatory response on a cellular level, it sometimes will say, oh, wait a minute, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? That's where I want to get you. I don't want to do it in a scary way. I want to do it in a way of saying, wait a minute. I just made this beautiful kale salad with grilled peaches and goat cheese that probably costs the same amount of money as a cheeseburger. I 100% think that acne comes from the food we eat, and I'll tell you why. So many of our foods are hormone disruptors. And when you have a hormone imbalance, it comes out through your skin, which shows up as acne. That's one way. Then dairy is a hormone disruptor because there's hormones in dairy. There's antibiotics in dairy. There's chemicals, there's soy and corn in regular dairy, and then grass-finished dairy is eating grass. Sometimes it's sprayed if it's not certified organic. So when you make those, and that's what I'm talking about, when you start making those connections, you say, oh, that's why. My daughter has really nice skin, but the stuff she eats is cleaner. It doesn't have the hormone disruption that the food that is on a regular grocery shelf does. And that's why. So, this has been inspiring, no? Hello, doggy. You want to come and see everybody? Come here, baby. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Everybody wants to see you, Thor. You got to come to me. Thank you. Come here, baby. Come here. Even my doggies eat clean food. I'm lagging. Come in and out. Thank you, Jacqueline. This is my puppy. This is one of. Here's your brother. This is Thor. He's a big fat roly-poly. He ate every dandelion in our grass, which we thought was so cute, and he got himself sick. He detoxed his body too much, and he got so sick. You know what I buy? You know what we get our dogs? I used to make them the dog food, and then I was doing raw food, and it wasn't balanced right for their systems. So I actually get them. We actually buy the farmer's dog, and they're doing pretty well on it. He's a big fatso, though. He looks like a big fatso, but when you wash him, he's really small, but he's like the middle boy. I know, we never did either. He has a brother, Loki, who was the runt of the litter, and they're different types of Poms, but I don't really know any of that stuff. Hello. So, all right, I have another meeting tonight. He's so adorable, and he's so sweet. He's a sweet doggy. Are you a sweet doggy? Are you so sweet? He's the little dog that you see when I catch him sleeping. I post his picture. Hello. We end on a happy, sweet, cute note. Thank you for the knowledge hour. I kind of like this live. No, I don't know why I keep rocking back and forth. It's very soothing. Yes, grab your one-to-one call. It's for Girl Scouts. I am on the board. Our property committee meeting is in 10 minutes. Good evening, Renee. I love this live too. Are you still cooking on Monday nights? I am, Lachelle. We just did, what did we do on Monday? We did casseroles. Casseroles Monday. Did I get you guys did you guys get the recipes? I don't think I did them. They're at work. All right, I'll send them tomorrow. I can post them. They'll be in the recipe vault. Woo! $5 a month. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And but the Tyler, that has to be that The casserole one is a subscriber only, so that can't go out to everybody. It's just for them. Hello, baby. So we have to like put it in an unlisted and then send them their links. He said he ate yes, it's in the sub only folder, but you got to make it on YouTube. You got to make it a, what do you call it? Yes, ma'am, I got it. Okay, yes, sir. He's got it. He's the best, isn't he? Okay, got it. Sorry. He has the cutest face. Look at that face. Look. Hey, Thor. Look at the finger. Yay. Look at that cute face. Oh my God, he's so cute. You're so cute. All right, so yes, I don't really have to tell Tyler much. He pretty much tells me what I'm doing, which is perfect. I love that. All right, my loves. I do have to go. Hi, baby. You're so calm tonight. Are you in a good mood? I always wanted a Pomeranian. They're a pain in the neck because they think the entire house is a wee-wee pad, which drives me crazy. I don't like that. We have to walk them 50 times a day. Good night, Alfreda. We're almost together, me and you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you were gifting tonight, don't forget to claim all your points. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for my boops. Thank you for all the love. Join the community. Get involved. When am I live again, Tyler? Tomorrow night. Right? Jennifer, that you are in Connecticut far, but still. No, I'm actually in New York, where I live. How to claim your points. So you go up to where the little heart is hanging and you'll see like a number. There'll be point numbers there. Click on that. Is that bad? I can't go live then? I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow night. You know what I really want to do tomorrow night? I got a dog hair in my mouth. Sorry, that's so gross. You know what I want to do tomorrow night? Can I make nachos with you guys? I really want to make nachos. I've been craving nachos, and I got Late July just came out with a nacho chip because I don't want to do awesome Deanna. I'm going to come on at night. And I was thinking about making nachos. I don't know. Maybe I'll do hacks. I don't know. Maybe I'll cook something. I'm going to be doing something. You guys are going to get tired of me. Nachos. I'm going to make a vegetarian version and hacks on Saturday. Yeah, we're going to do some more hacks. I thought that was good. And then Friday I'm doing nothing. I have date night, which I can't wait for because this is the first weekend I haven't had a cater. So I have a lull. I have 2 more weeks after that and then we're done. Yay! Thank you for all the subscribers. If you subscribe tonight, your next step to get the recipes and watch all the replays is to get to subscribe on YouTube, but it doesn't cost anything. And then join the stand. It's $5. So you're paying like $7.99 a month to be a subscriber. Do you recipe with plant-based meat? I will not use that. I'm sorry, Jennifer. In fact, you know what? I'm going to bring home that meat tomorrow night, the plant-based meat, and we're going to go through our list and see what we're up to. How does that sound? That's going to be fun. Charlie White, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, my friends, I do have to go. I have another meeting to attend. I really appreciate all the love. I'm so glad this helped. If you need me, reach out. You got a 5-minute, you got to ask me anything for $5. You got a one-on-one call. I think there's ways that you can do payment plans and all kinds of stuff. And if you still need me and none of those work, reach out and we'll figure something out. We love you. Say bye. Give me a kiss. Goodbye. Bye. Say bye-bye. Have a good night, Kimberly. It's so nice to see you. Yay. What time tomorrow? What time am I on? 7, I think, or 7:30? Bye, Jennifer. She's saying bye, cutie. Bye, cutie dog. Bye, chef. 7:30 tomorrow night. I'll put a thing up. You know, what do you call it? What do you call that? I forget. Oh, an event. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to claim your points. 2 more seconds. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay! Char strike. Nice to see you. Have a good night, Gardner. Bye, Beth. Bye, guys.